Hello guys, and welcome back to the next episode of Let's Play Portugal campaign in Victoria 2 Heart of Darkness. So in the last episode we had a little civil war of sorts, or I guess an attempt at a revolution by some rebels. We have defeated them, but they still control a decent little chunk of our country, so I guess what remains now is just to reoccupy it and bring them once again under the proper Portuguese rule, yes. Royal Portuguese rule. Fuck yeah. So that happened. We are currently getting rid of some infamy, and but I think it's time though to start thinking about maybe looking at some other options of who else we should conquer. I think I'm going to not conquer too much more in Asia for now, and focus a little bit more on Africa. So we are closing in on the date that when the scramble for Africa starts, and something that I figured out actually, because I think it was last episode where I commented, or where I sort of mentioned the fact that I found it surprising that if you go into army here, that you hear this one. This is one of the technologies you need, or inventions you need to colonize Africa, because that lowers the minimum life rating. And I thought, well, this is weird. That means you can start colonizing in 1850. It used to be you have to have machine guns in order to do that, and that wasn't unlocked before 1870. But I played a little, campaign for myself. I was playing as France. I just wanted to, I just tested out some of the colonization of Africa. So there was still some things that I was not completely sure about how it worked. And one thing that I learned from doing that was that if you look upon this thing, unless you have to have certain technologies in order for this invention to be possible, and those things are machine guns, economic responsibility, naval logistics, and those are the three main things. And if you go into Navy, naval logistics, not allowed before 1870. Machine guns, which were the other thing, not allowed before 1870. The third thing I think was something in here. Fuck, can't remember. Economic responsibility was, that's over here, not before 1870. So the general idea is that you can't actually begin the colonization of Africa before 1870. If you look away from, for example, our colonies over here, then you can see there's no other opportunities to colonize anything. So I guess that's really what I wanted to point out. So we got a little bit more time to get the technologies we need before the race starts. Hopefully though, by the time, what I was trying to say is that hopefully I will have some time to research some other technologies that I need, such as this one, and these two rows of naval doctrine and ship construction. Those are the main things I want, because this allows me to get more, upgrade my naval bases bigger. This allows me to build more fancy ships. And the general idea behind that is that the more ports you have, or the higher upgraded they are, and the more boats you have, the more colonial points you have. So that's the thought behind that, at least. So yeah, let's just speed the game up a little bit and start playing. When it comes to plans, really, I don't have too many. Although there is one thing I'm pretty sure that I'm going to do. I want to conquer this region, these two provinces here, in the Benin region, the Sokoto Benin region, in the Sultanate of Sokoto. The reason for that is that I believe I mentioned this in a previous episode, because that gives me access to the Niger Delta and the rest of Benin, which contains some good resources, tropical wood and coal, and all that awesome little stuff that I would very much like to have. And I also really need to go ahead and get some stuff over here, I think, from the Oman Sultanate or whatever. So yeah, before we do that though, okay, so we're currently encouraging bureaucrats. I think that's yeah, we're finished with that, so we don't need to do anything more of that. Yeah, our industry is good, so I think there's no more purpose to that. So I'm actually going to start encouraging capitalists, so they can start building some stuff, so that I don't need to build it, I guess. That's the plan, at least. So yeah, let's see. Oh, okay, that was easy. I don't know why I guess they sort of gave up. Or I think maybe it's because we killed all their troops. But yeah, I'm not complaining. Okay, so we have that army. How are we doing in our other troops? Because we have one pretty strong army in... yeah, oh wow, we only have those two armies? We should totally build some more troops then. We cannot build any in Africa, we cannot build anyone in Europe, but we can build people here in Korea. Fucking Korea, man. Love that place. So we're currently building a hussar, an infantry unit, and we have opportunities to build some more. So let's build another hussar and a gun, a big one. Artillery, Korean artillery. Fuck yeah. Okay, we also have some points, or diplomatic points, which I guess we should use. I'm going to continue increasing my relations with the great powers, so that they do not declare war on me. I should be pretty safe now, since I am sphered by the Spanish, but you never know. I'm actually kind of predicting that at some point or another we are going to get up into major power status. At least that's what I hope. And once that happens, we are no longer protected by the Spanish. So we have to fight our own battles, I guess. Seems to be a war over here. War with these guys, okay. Guess that's cool. Okay. That's something I've noticed in this expansion pack. There's a lot more wars than there used to be in the old games, and I'm pretty confident that that's all about the crisis system. So in one way, I'm actually not looking forward to becoming a great power, because that means I have to care about the crisis. And if I don't care, I can choose to not care, but then I will lose like a ton of prestige. And if I understood the system correctly, then you lose more prestige the longer in the game it has been, I guess. So that if it's I don't know, if it's the 1900s have begun, then you lose a ton of prestige from not you know, caring about the crisis. Oh, a lot of newspapers, which we should totally pay attention to. I've been not been paying too much attention to these things. Serbia and the Ottoman Empire. Yeah, look at that. That would be really cool though if Serbia could reclaim their cores, because you see they have quite a lot of cores on the Ottoman Empire. Do they even have cores on Macedonia or Macedonia? Yeah, you look at that. North Macedonia. Cool. The rise of the Netherlands. Following the Ottoman Empire's prestigious decline, the Netherlands. So the Netherlands, I guess, got great power status. Austria expands. Sarajevo. That's where the guy got shot, isn't it? The event that started the here it is. The event that started the First World War was that, you know, some guy got shot over there. Wars, nothing. Hawaii has under only what? Hawaii is now westernized, and they're still independent. Look at this. Isn't that just cool? That's kind of sad though. I kind of wanted to colonize them at some point or another. That would be really cool, having Hawaii as a Portuguese colony, but I guess that's not going to happen now. So, oh well. Can't have everything, I guess. Affairs of Belgium. Okay. Okay. Nothing interesting. USA and Mexico. That is usually what happens, because the US has so many cores on Mexico. Oh, that's cool though. Now the US will have they will get access to the sea, because I'm pretty sure they'll take California. Oh, they're just taking everything. Look at that. Conquering all the stuffs. Tensions rise. Okay. Excellent. So yeah, how are we doing on money, by the way? Did we? Yeah, we have some debt. We should pay that. Pay that back. Like that. Now we no longer have to pay interest. That is nice. I'm actually feeling that I should totally reduce the taxes on the rich people in my country. But I have a feeling that that's... but I'm going to prioritize reducing the tariffs for now. I'm just going to lower everything that we don't very much need. As long as education is up, then I'm feeling safe, I guess. I'm going to increase this though, but that's only temporarily. Because I need a stockpile to buy stuff for the troops in Korea that are currently getting built. Because we have, how are we doing on boats over here? We have a decent little transport fleet. Because I want to transport some troops around the globe, I guess. I want to bring some troops over here to prepare for my invasion of Sokoto. Because we don't have any troops in Africa, so I'm not sure though. Should we take Sokoto first, or should we take Oman? Okay, nice, we got that technology, so now we only need this one, and I think I'm going to do machine guns, because I'm so far away from doing the other technologies that we need to get colonial negotiations. And, you know, machine guns is going to be nice, because it gives us more army strength or whatever, you know, so that should work out. Oh, look at that, we are now ranked number 8, so if we can stay this way for a while, then we will actually become a great power. Isn't that kind of cool? Oh, I think I just heard some troops getting trained. Here we go. Army is now stronger. I like that. Because all the troops have been recruited. That's nice. Let's bring them all over here. Because now we have about almost 40,000 people just hanging out in Korea. I'm gonna split off 12,000 of them. 2 hussars and 2 infantry. Put them on that boat. Sail them to Africa. I think we're going to start with Sokoto, actually. I think that sounds like a plan. I'm actually considering taking more than one province from them. I think I'm going to take North Cameroon, however that's pronounced, because that will, once the colonization begins, we can start colonizing these Central African regions before anybody else. And that's basically going to be my strategy for the colonization of Africa. I'm going to focus on the regions that nobody else try to get. So I'm not going to get bogged down into some sort of fight for a certain colony. Maybe though, if it ends up becoming a fight for the Somaliland colony, because I really need that. Did I explain why I really want this colony in the last episode? I don't remember if I did or not. So I'm just going to explain one more time if you guys didn't pay attention, or if I just didn't tell you guys. The reason why I want to do this is because then I will have control over the entire coast of Africa on this point. Or I want. Okay, I guess I won't control it all, but I will, it will be blocked off. What that will do is that it will, you know, I will basically have the ability to refuse any other European powers to colonize this, we're now great powers, isn't that kind of cool? That will, you know, remove the other colonial powers the opportunity to take this area. So they have to come from this coast and then go in here or here, or no, here, there. And then my plan will be to sort of, I will try to get over Africa, so I will try to take Zambezi, Zambia, and East Angola. Or maybe I will take Zambezi, Zambia, and Heroland, however that's pronounced, whatever. Point is, let's block off here, so that so the British can take these regions, and then I will have all this central area for myself. That's the plan, at least. And of course I want these colonies, and it would be cool to maybe get something. Maybe I could try to get Gambia or Guinea or something like that. Okay, but we are now a great power, so we should start using the advantages that it gives us. So we'll start sphering smaller nations, bring them into our sphere of influence. Let's see, who should I take? I'm going to start off with my puppet state, of course, that makes sense. It would be really cool to take either Japan or China. But Japan is most likely going to become a great power at some point, so that's kind of a waste. But getting China would be interesting. Yeah, totally. Totally interesting. Okay. That's some region that I'm also kind of wanting to colonize at some point. That would be Manchuria. This region. The reason for that is that it's quite big, so it's going to look cool on a map. And I think, yeah, they look at that. They have 1 iron at least, some coal. So they have some decent resources that I would love to have. So yeah. But oh, come on, really? We barely got to be a great power. Now we're already getting pushed out. Oh well. I guess there's nothing real to do about that. Whoa, our navy is really taking a pounding. I guess it's because I've been so lazy when it comes to like deciding where my navy will travel and where they will not. You know what? Let's actually start building some more naval bases. I need to prepare myself for the war, I guess. What did I say? War? No, I meant the colonization of Africa, because I need those points. So let's just expand every possible naval base, at least how many we can afford, because we can't do any more in Europe. That's kind of sad. Africa though, we can do some, so let's do that one, and I don't know, like that one. Try to spread them out a little bit. One in India. One, there we go. And we already have one here, that's nice. Let's do one here in Macau. and then let's do one in Korea. Once we save up some more cash, though, we will immediately start further building bases in Korea. That's hopefully going to work out. Because we have some troops over here. I actually think I'm going to bring my guys over here then. So where's the other navy? We have a navy here, don't we? Yeah, we have. Okay. So fuck that plan. I'm going to take this navy, send it over to Mozambique, the port, and let them repair a little bit. They deserve that. Then I'm going to march over to Sokoto. From experience, I know that the Sokotian army usually camps out in their capital, so I'm going to move them up there. The funny thing, though, is that I can actually walk through these uncolonized provinces without taking any attrition damage. But if I start, you know, declare war at them and then moving in, going through their lands, then I will start taking a bunch of attrition. I think that's something the developers should fix about this game, because I think it's kind of unrealistic. That, I mean, there was a reason why the Africa wasn't colonized up to, you know, this point in time, because, you know, this kind of stuff wasn't really possible, because these people would just die from disease and, you know, and tribes and shit that would kind of fight them, and, you know, Africa stuff, basically. Yeah, they're getting there. Yep, I was right. Oh, that's actually quite a decent little chunk of an army. I will have total of 24,000 troops. Hopefully that's going to be enough to defeat their 30. Have they civilized yet? Or civilized? Have they made any real progress? No, they haven't really made any progress. At least very limited of it. So yeah, newspapers that I have not paid attention to. I'm going to stop pretty much reading these unless I see something interesting. Affairs of Spain, patient, prices collapse, blah blah blah. Right, so that happened. Okay, where did those boats go? Have they? No, they haven't reached their location yet. Okay, land them there, and then take the troops, move them over there. Or not. I guess I have to land them first and then start moving them. I guess that works. How are we doing on revolt risk, by the way, in the hometown? Or hometown, really, homeland. Homeland of Portugal. Let's take a look at the... revolt risk. No, there's actually no rebels whatsoever organizing in our country. Have the anarcho-liberals come along yet? Yeah, they have. Weird. It's kind of weird that they haven't decided to declare war, or what am I saying? Revolt, or I guess start organizing a revolt at least. Province rating 35. Oh, I was like, why isn't this colonized? I should totally colonize this shit, but I was in the wrong map mode, so... Herp derp derp derp. Derp 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 herp herp. Fight the disease with every available means. Oh, look at that, our population growth is just getting destroyed. Ooh, that's not good. That is not good at all. John Brown's last raid. Drowned, blah blah, mouldering in the grave. Soul on marching on. The famed hero of the abolitionist movement, I believe that's slavery thingy. The late John Brown was hanged in Charlestown, Virginia today after a failed raid on a military armory. Brown had planned to use the arsenal weapons to arm slaves and incite an open slave rebellion across the entire South. The raid and John Brown's death have further escalated Southern tension over the slavery issue, and some slave states there is now even talk of and in some slave states there is now even talk of secession from the Union. Fuck. But at least it's good English training, I guess. So yeah, the US of A are soon going to go into civil war. The Confederate already have Portugal declares interest. But dude, I'm not even a great power. Why do I have to be punished from this? I'm just going to declare my interest just to not lose prestige. But I'm going to lose great power status any moment now. So hopefully that will push me out of the crisis and allow me to live my life alone. Okay, so those guys need to unite. Are we sending our boats? Yeah, they are. Okay, put them on the boat and then send them over here. I'm also going to start justifying a war against them. Demand. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Some allergies. It's that time of the year again. Fuck. If you're not allergic to pollen, I think that's what it's called. Pollen. You know, the thing that trees use to create new trees. That kind of stuff. I should close my window so that doesn't come into my room, but fuck it. Gain 1 life rating. Sure, progress I guess is nice. I don't know if life rating actually has an effect on the place, but I mean, you know, why the heck not? Just why not give them some life rating? I guess that sounds so nice. How are we doing on the justification or whatever? Portugal election. It will take forever to justify this war. Why isn't this war justified or getting justified? Why is nothing happening? Okay, let's try that again. I really don't know what the hell is up with this. What the hell? Why can't we justify a war? Okay, let's do the navy stuff now. This kind of stuff. But yeah, what the hell? Or maybe we want to do... No, this one hasn't been awayable yet, so we can't do that. What the hell? Why isn't the war getting justified? United Kingdom accepted the crisis. Sure, whatever. There we go. Wow, that was weird. We need to upgrade their weapons. Of course we need to upgrade their weapons. How will we conquer Africa without guns and shit? Yeah. Gain prestige or gain research points. That looks like a lot of research points, but it's really not that big of a deal, so I'm just going to take the prestige. Because the prestige is a little bit more permanent, I guess. Set an expedition. Let's do pro-military. Pro-military. There we go. Just 3 infamy. That's not a big deal, so we can live with that. The thing is getting sped up. We are going to do pro-military. Of course, as always. Free trade. So the elections are finished, and we are going to not care about them and just select the party we want. As always. As always. How are we doing on justification? Are we getting there? So I'm going to start funding the military now. We're actually making a lot of money. I guess that's because we are unsphered from the... we are unsphered from Spain, and that basically gives us economic independence or whatever. We are not a great power anymore, but we are sphered, and the Spanish have to use some time, I guess, to sphere us again. So, okay, we can now declare war, which is exactly what we'll do. We'll call our allies. I mean, why not? And we will take Sokoto, Benin. Boom. How are we doing on morale? I'm gonna let this increase a little bit before we go in and kick some Sokoto ass. This should be good enough. How is our general doing? He looks good enough. Attack 3, defense 3, morale. Yeah, he's actually pretty awesome generals. We'll just use him and attack. And yeah, that should be a victory. So that happened. I was actually pretty close at one point there, but nope, we did win in the end, as I expected. The technology of the Sokotians are so shitty, so it makes sense, really. Okay, so now let's split up our army a little bit. Take 1 cav and a infantry unit and make them go to the capital. Then we will split these guys up into 2 armies and occupy Benin. Nope, didn't mean you not to go to Abuja, I meant you to go to Benin. Oh, they're actually building some more troops. Huh. I would prefer to put troops in these regions just to prevent them from doing that, but I don't think I have too much opportunity to do that or whatever, you know. we're just going to, I don't know. Once I see them pop up, I'm just going to start attacking them, I guess. We should actually have some positive war scores. We should be able to add another war goal, which is exactly what we're going to do. Let's see, what's that region we want called? It's called North Cameroon. So Sokoto, North Cameroon. Sokoto, North Cameroon. Whatever. Proceed with that. Gain us some nice infamy. Or not nice infamy, but we gain infamy, and but that's not a problem. 3 prestige. Oh, we're now green power again. Huh. Then I guess we will have awesome economy for a little longer then. Spare no effort in relieving them. I guess I'm not too afraid of my prestige at this point, since I'm a great power and everything. Okay, so we're soon able to build some more, to upgrade our ports. That is nice. That's exactly what I'm going to do once I... Tomorrow, Sokoto, Benin. Okay. Boom, the war is now over. And we have got what we wanted. So let's take our troops back into here. And guess what? We are losing. Not. Wow, we're barely able to stay a great power. It's actually kind of cool and interesting. Okay. Ooh, shite. What did I... Yeah, here we go, Navy. So I'm going to take steamers so we can start building a little bit modern navy. I mean, it's 1860 and we are still sailing around with wooden ships. That's kind of lame, to be honest. We should fix this lameness and bring awesomeness to the people, I guess, or the navy. Yeah, 9,000 should be enough to keep this area under control. So we're gonna take these guys and move them onto the boats. I guess we have to leave one and then come back for him later. That's cool, I guess. It's cool. It's cool. It's actually moving over to Africa instead of Europe. Europe is pretty stable at this point, or Portugal, that is. And then we'll take our other boats as well over there, and then we are going to invade Oman. I want to have this one, Mogadishu. I want to conquer this one simply because it is going to give us quick and easy access to Somaliland. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal, but I just want it because what? Oh, okay, so here's the thing. I can, for some effed up reason, colonize Zambezi and Zambia. Even though the life rating is still 15. I mean, it's 15 all over the place. I don't understand exactly why these provinces are able to be colonized. But hell, we should totally colonize these places. That will give us a great start. That's going to make blocking the British off from the central area a lot easier if we can take these before 1870. We should totally do that. Fuck yeah. Okay, where be our... Okay, so we don't have enough colonial points. But we should be able to... Yeah, here we go. We can expand our colonial bases. So I will do that. It's going to be quite expensive, but in the long run, it will be worth it. So we have a bunch of naval bases that are getting worked on. They will hopefully finish soon. I'm not sure, though, if they're going to be enough to bring us over 80 colonial points. How are we doing on boats? Yeah, I can still recruit quite a bunch of other boats. We can only recruit these really lame ones, and I kind of don't want to waste my money and resources on these old-fashioned boats. I'm going to wait until I have unlocked steamers, and then I'm going to start building commerce raiders. Yeah, commerce raiders and steam transports, because they will. I like that because then I will have a smaller navy, but I will have a stronger navy, so it's going to be a little easier to keep track of, I guess. That's the plan, at least. But yeah, I think actually we're going to end this episode here quickly after we have war between Russia, Prussia. Okay, I was like, what? Why war between Russia and the Russian Empire? That does make sense, but nope. Prussia and the Russian Empire. Portugal expands. Okay. Belgium. Oh, look at this. Currently occupied by Hesse Castle. Huh. That's kind of cool. Brazil expands. Oh, wow, look at this. They took this province, La Paz. Once La Paz is a nice little province. I always used to take that when I play a South American country. I can't see anything more that has happened, so let's just not care about that. Sokoto, Portugal. Yep, that makes sense. Transylvania research complete. Oh man, I'm totally going to annex Transvaal at some point in this campaign. If I don't do that, then I'm going to be disappointed over myself. Crisis averted. Well, isn't that nice? Whoa, we're actually now 7th in the world. Wow, we're no longer almost a great power. We are a legit great power. The world is regarding Portugal as stronger than the Russian Empire. That says something. What's wrong with the... Oh, wow. Okay, I guess it's because they have lost so many wars, so that they, or they just recently lost a war, I think, against the Prussians. Because I think the Prussians conquered this place, and then they took it back afterwards, so I think that's what has happened. You can see their army is only 13 at this point, while we are more than double of that, and I guess that's because the Russian army is quite beaten up from all the wars it has been involved with. How are we, by the way, doing on railways? Shit, we should totally build some of those. Yeah. Are there any capitalists that are trying to build? No, they're not. Aren't we encouraging them? Yeah, we are. Huh. You know what? I should stop derping about and do as I said and end the episode. So, thank you so much for watching this episode of Let's Play Victoria 2 Heart of Darkness Portugal campaign. And until next time, bye.